This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, thanks for waiting, everybody. So, till yesterday, we was working on master data. I said, moving forward, today we are going to start the understanding of the next phase of customizing, that is documents. Now, when you speak about documents, first it is all about sales documents because in the entire module, sales document is base for everything because based upon the sale the shipping happens, based upon the sale the billing happens. So every information is controlled, organized, maintained in sales document, right? So here when you speak about sales documents, we customize a sales document in three levels. When I say three levels, it is header level, it is item level, it is scheduling level. So that means 3 pages. You need to customize the 3 pages which control three level of information. Header, what it consists of. Item level, what it consists of. Scheduling level, what it consists of. You need to understand. And you need to bridge the relation among three. Then you can see a sales document executable for a sales transaction. How we'll see now. See here. As just now I said, we customize a sales document in three levels: header, item, scheduling. Header, item level, and schedule lines. Header is identification of a transaction. What is the document you're dealing with? What is the transaction you're doing? Inquiry, quotation, order, etc. A sales document identification is at header level. Okay. So sales document identification is at header level. What kind of document you're dealing with? So header is identification of a transaction type. Okay. Then what is item level? Item level is all about the identification of the transaction process. So when I say a transaction process, how a material to be presented, what is the price, what is the category. So item level is all about product presentation control. So please understand the point and work as it is. So sales document header level is an identification of a transaction. Sales document item level is the identification of the transaction process of a material. And schedule lines is all about a point of place where you check the availability status of the product. So header is identification of a transaction, item level is identification of the transaction of a product process, and schedule lines, it is all about a point of place where we check the availability status of a material. All right. So three levels of information, when maintained, it becomes a sales document type. So header identification of a transaction, item level identification of a transaction process of material, schedule lines, it is a place where system maintains the availability status of material. See, when you are going to any store to buy any product, he open a document in the system and he start asking you for what purpose you are. So his primary collectible details about his header level. So then he'll ask what is the product and all. Then he enters the product code and it start giving the price and all. Then it is item level process. Then he checks the status of that particular stock, that is scheduling. So these three functionality should be expressed. Until you customize, it cannot be expressed. So customizing of sales document happens in three levels. All right, done. Now the next question should be, how many types of documents are there? How many types of documents are there? Just a minute, please. So when I say how many types of documents, pre-sales we have first. What is pre-sales? Pre-sales is the base, like inquiry, like quotation. It is all about pre-sales. So you can see your inquiry first. What is the purpose of an inquiry? A customer going to a store asking for a product, whether it is available or not, and checking what is the price kind of. So inquiry is a document at a level. Inquiry is happening for a product item level, and customer is coming to inquire a product available or not, scheduling level. Three level customizing, if you notice here. All right, it is customized three levels: header, item, and scheduling. So inquiry is the document type which is about the very base first transaction, which presents the product availability, which presents the product pricing, and which is a transaction. Now coming to quotation. Quotation is a document header level. Quotation is happening for a product, so item level, and its availability scheduling level. So inquiry and quotation, there is no much difference. Quotation acts like a legal bound document. Quotation acts like a legal bound document because every quotation express an offer or a price or a scheme which cannot be lifetime valid, right? So a quotation is like a legal bound document which is valid for a duration. Whatever expression is expressed, it is judged and remained for a timeline. So there is no much difference between inquiry and quotation. Only the difference what you see is the validation timeline. Inquiry is not, it is just general, but quotation is a time based. E is a situation based. E is a product presentation based. All right. So understand this logic, everybody. Now we have here order. Order comes under post sales. When I say post sales, what does it mean? It's a confirmation of a sales transaction. So, post sales documents is all about the confirmation of a sales transaction. So, it's an order. So, information at header level, it's an order happening for an item. It's an order showing the product availability status, schedule lines. So, I've written 3L means three levels, remember. 3L means three levels. All right. So, post sales documents customizable at three levels. Okay. Now, apart from these, we have something called outline agreements. What do you mean by outline agreements? Contracts. Okay. When I say contracts, we have types of contracts here: master contract, quantity contract, value general contract, value material contract, and service contract. So, what is the purpose of these all contracts? Now, remember, a contract is undersigned between two parties with an agreed terms and conditions. Remember always. A contract is been undersigned between two parties with an agreed terms and conditions. And here we have types of contracts. Master contract. What is master contract? A contract undersigned between two parties with just an agreed terms and conditions. It is not happening for any product. A generally undersigned. That's the reason you can see it is only one level. That's the reason you can see it is only one level. Just header. No product. So no availability. That is no item level, no scheduling level. So a generally undersigned contract between two parties is all about master contract. Sir, why we what for purpose? See, we are working on what grasim. So my customer, the purchase manager of Shopper Stop, okay, and the senior most sales manager of Grasim. They both sign a master contract with some do's and do nots, ifs and buts. So Shopper Stop got so many branches in the city. So a particular branch floor manager when approach Grasim, he no need to negotiate again. Whatever terms and conditions is undersigned between two higher authorities of Shopper Stop and Grasim as a master contract, those terms and conditions apply whomsoever approach on behalf of Shopper Stop to Grasim. So that's about master contract. A contract undersigned between two parties with just an agreed terms and conditions is all about master contract. Quantity contract. A contract undersigned between two parties for an agreed quantity. So, for example, think about these big retail stores. There may be some models or there may be some products where stock may fall short. But if you go to some outlets, you will find this huge stock of that. Why? Because they are secured. They signed the contract and the product is released from their contract because it is securely organized. And pricing also may affect here. If you are signing a contract for a big quantity, the company may give some price relaxation to the customer. So price relaxation is optional; it is not must in every preferences. So quantity contract is all about a contract undersigned between two parties for an agreed quantity where price may be committed or not, or same price may be applicable. So in what situation contract will work for quantity here? When the company and the customer, sorry, when the customer gives to the company a commitment of 100 products buying in a year, think the company may give some price relaxation. If the stock is ups and downs, the contract signed customer will be given first priority. A lot of benefits. So when the customer and the company signs a commitment for a quantity, company is liable to serve that quantity to the customer in the timeline. Customer is eligible to place an order within the timeline of that particular quantity, where stock fluctuation will not affect these kind of transactions. So it is header level and item level only, no schedule lines. Because at the time when you are signing the contract for 100 products, for example, how can system show that 100 products available on that day itself? Practically not possible, right? So remember this logic, everybody. So quantity contract is all about contract undersigned for a duration of a quantity where it is valid for a timeline. Within the timeline, you should claim your contract, otherwise, it will get expires. So, please understand this example what I am saying, this one line saying what I am saying. Practically, everything you will understand as we get into the system. All right. So that's about your quantity contract. And next it is value contract general. Value contract we have two. One is general, another is material related. General means what? Shopper stop, Grasim. Shopper stop gives to Grasim 1 CR. And Grasim says to Shopper stop, come anytime, pick any product of 1 CR worth. It is lifetime. Only one commitment given by Grasim to Shopper stop. You can come anytime and buy this 1 crore worth. That's fine. But as on that day's product availability and price as on that days. So price goes as on that days, product also as on that days. All right. So understand the logic here. Understand the purpose here. So value contract general is a commitment for a amount base where can be claimed for any product, any date till the company and customer both are alive. Done. Now value contract material relevant. This is product specific. This is timeline specific. Because you see, for example, there is a fashion. The fashion is no fashion can be a lifetime, right? So when the shopper stop is signing a contract of value material with Grasim of a particular fashion, because fashion keep changes, it cannot be lifetime. Even though Grasim want to give, shopper stop will not take. So shopper stop gives 1 CR to Grasim for a particular fashion, a material, and it is valid for a duration. Maybe say for example 1 year. So within this 1 year, he should claim, shopper stop should claim this 1 crore worth of that particular product only, not anything else. Sir, what happened after 1 year? Still the amount is there, that gone. Whether it is claimable or not, that depending upon the company and customers out of SAP system or based upon the company's financial policy. A very simple example I'll give you. Think about your insurance policy. Your car insurance, you pay a big premium, engine security, bumper to bumper, nil dip, so many key security, all securities you will you will check and you'll pay a big premium and buy a strong policy, which is valid for 1 year. God's grace, nothing happened to your car, you couldn't claim, that's very good. But after 1 year, something happened. Now, if you want to claim, can you claim? Expired. After expiry, can you approach the insurance company for your damage to be claimed? He said policy expired. I paid big premium, I couldn't claim in 1 year. What insurance means is that only security for a duration. So value metal contract is similar kind of. Don't compare with insurance. I'm just giving you once the timeline expires, What is the logic behind of not claimable kind of? So value material contract means a contract undersigned between two parties for a product and can be claimed only that product, not any other product, please. And within that timeline only. And service contract. There is no much difference between the value contract and service contract. This is product specific, this is service specific. And service contract acts like an order because there is no concept of delivering. You place an order, contract reference, the billing can be happened. That's the reason the three level for billing purpose. So service contract itself acts like an order. It got all the controls like sales order. It is for a service purpose, maybe a building rental, maybe a maintenance of systems or employment services, etc. And apart from this, we have something called special sales, cash sales, rush order. These are again sales order types only. Cash sales, when the customer is making the payment on the counter, the delivery should be done immediately. Cash and carry. Okay, cash and carry. You pay, you get the delivery immediately on the counter. Rush order, even though not paying on the counter, still gets the delivery like a cash paid customer. Why? Because some regular relation. See, a customer in the company. They are doing business for a very long time. Even though he is not paying, still company send the product and they say, okay, fine, they pay later. You see this, right? So rush order is something like even though not paid, you are getting the same day delivery, but the billing happens later, like general order. Cash sales, you are making the payment on the counter, you are getting the delivery immediately on the counter itself. So that's the logic of clarity. Yeah. So 10 document types, 10 domestic requirements, 10 domestic sales situations. So it's a big chapter. Every document got huge number of fields. You need to understand all the fields. And you are learning how to set up the layout. That is the latest versions pattern of customizing. So setup of the layout manually means field by field you should have a knowledge. So you're learning as per the latest versions pattern of customizing. So when you learn in this pattern, you can work on old versions of SAP, you can work on new versions of SAP. So please focus the knowledge what you are learning, the pattern what you are learning. You can easily work on any version of SAP. So new versions are coming means see new versions are coming for a new expression, but functionality will never change. I'm saying SAP since 4.6 version 90s. From there till now, nothing changed related to the functionality. Same documents, inquiry, quotation, order, and all, and the layout is same. The fields are same. Backend program layouts got technical changes for an user friendly operations. So we are not into programming side. If you are an ABAPer, you should think about it. If you are a basis administrator, you should think about it. But functional consultant, you should understand the field, you should understand the purpose, you should understand the options what are there in the field. So you're going to learn everything. It almost takes a session one document to explain for me. If I start inquiry, it takes one session for me because so many fields are there. So it's a huge way. Almost this chapter I'll be working almost more than a week because the entire module is on this chapter only. What all we did to work on this chapter, what are we going to do to release this chapter? All right. So understand this logic, everybody. This is all about the understanding of sales documents and their domestic purpose. So I'm not doing starting today. Freshly, we'll start the chapter of sales document customizing on Monday. As I informed this Friday, that is tomorrow, we have no session due to Good Friday. Most of them are not available. So next session will be on Monday. That is, please, I'm writing here and I'm informing you very clearly, but still somebody asked me, sir, we do we have session kind of at the time of session time? So no session tomorrow. Okay. Next session on Monday. Okay. The guys from USA, your Sunday evening is your next session. The guys who are in India, our next session is on Monday. All right. So the meeting link will be changed. I'll ping the new meeting link. Please join with the new meeting link on Monday. And before you all come to next session on Monday, please make sure you go through today's recording so that you'll get the base clarity about what is the document type and what is the purpose of it. All right, everybody. So the meeting link will change. I'll ping the new meeting link on Monday. Please do join by it. And a polite reminder to you all, people who are not cleared your balance payment, that is, please coordinate your coordinator and clear your balance payment to avoid inconvenience. If anybody is not cleared the payment yet, if paid, thanks for your that. I've been told to inform you in the session. That's the reason I'm informing. All right. So talk to your coordinator and clear your balance payment, and please do join with the new meeting link on Monday. Before you come to the session on Monday, please go through today's lecture so that you'll get the theoretical foundation very clear. So thank you all and see you on Monday, everybody.